Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. This is Agilam here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and if this is your first time of checking out my channel, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that you get to know anytime I put up a new video. So guys, for today's tutorial I will quickly share with you how to make a wide leg or palazzo short pants pattern for a baby girl. So if you're interested, let's move down to work. I'll be using the slash and spread method. Okay, there are other ways of going about this. So now I will take my pattern. This is a fitted trouser pattern which I did. So you can check out my video on how to draft a fitted pant or trouser pattern for a baby girl, and you see step by step on how to do this. So now I will take this is the front, okay, and I will just trace this out. I will trace it out because this pattern I'll be making it a short, is a short pattern. So I'll just draft it out. Sorry, I'll just trace it out and end here. This is where I want the length for this pattern to be. This is 3/4 here. This is the knee line. So I'll just trace it out and stop at this point here. Tracing. So I'll just remove my pin. Then I'll connect the lines together. This is just the length that I really want. So I'll just connect the lines together. This is the knee line. Okay. This is the thigh line. This is the crotch. And this is the hip line. Okay. So that is how simple it is. So the next thing to do now is I will check what I have from this point here. Here I have 7¼ inch. Okay, I'll just divide that into 3 places, and I'll mark those points. So let's say I'll be using 2¼ which is here, From that point again, I'll mark out 2¼ sorry, I'll be using 2½. 2½ is very okay. So from this point now, this is 2½ and this is almost 2½ as well. So I'm very comfortable with this. So now I'll connect it to a straight line. So this is what I have after connecting it to a straight line. Okay, so now I will just cut this out first. You know why I drafted it out there? Because I don't want to lose the other pattern. So first and foremost, I will just cut it out first before we now slash these lines. So let me just cut it out. After tracing it out, remember this pattern is for an 8-year-old baby girl, though the baby is not that fat and not too slim. So after cutting it out, I will now slash these lines open, and when cutting, don't just cut it off. You remain a bit like 1/2 inch on this point. So now let me just slash it open, after which I will now place it on another pattern paper. Then we'll continue from there. So after slashing it, this is what it looks. As you can see, I didn't just cut it off. So this is it. I'll now take this and place it on a new pattern paper. So this is it. I've placed it on top of a plain pattern. So now here is where you determine how wide you want it. Okay, so I will just spread it. Okay, Then here you can determine how many inches wide you would like to use. So but for me, I'll prefer using 3 inches. So I will check from this point to this point. If it's up to 3 inches, and then I'll pin it. If you want it more wide, you can just add, or if you want it less, you reduce. Okay, so here is 3 inches, and I'll just pin it at this point. So as you can see here, I have 3 inches, and I will do the same. This is 3 inches, as you can see. So I'll do the same on this one as well, and I will now pin it the same way I did this one. So this is it. As you can see, this is 3 inches as well, and I've secured it with my pin. So now I will just connect these points from this point to this point, and I will do the same. Then I will now cut out. But when you are cutting it on your fabric, please don't forget to add your seam allowance. It's very, very important. Okay, so this is it. So now I will just cut it out, and I will show you how to cut the back. Cutting it out. Okay, I will now remove the pin, and I will show you the shape. You can see it's very easy to draft. So this is it. Like I said earlier, if you want it bigger, all you have to do is to extend it. You can make it up to 4 inches. It all depends on how you want it. Okay, now so let me show you how to cut the back. So for the back, I have a plain pattern paper here. So I will take the back pattern. That is for my fitted pant trouser. Remember, this is for an 8-year-old baby girl. So I will now take this, and I will trace it out the same way I did for the front. This is where I want it. That is the 3/4 length is here. So now I will just trace it all out first. I've traced it all out, so I'll remove my pin now, and I'll connect the lines as well before cutting it out, after which I will now spread it on a plain sheet where I'll be doing the slash and spread method. So here now I'll connect the lines together. This is the length that I want it to be. Okay, this is the knee line here. Then this is the the thigh line, and this is the crotch. This is the hip. So now the next thing to do is to mark out. Remember, for the front we use the same 2.5. Okay, so this is 2.5 here. This I'll connect it to a straight line, and this is 2.5 as well. So now I'll just take my long ruler and connect it to a straight line. So this is it. But there's one thing I need to let you know. When doing the slash and spread method, you can also make your lines into 3. Okay, it's not as if 2 is just what I really want to do, but you can as well make it 3 or even 4, depending on how wide you want it to be. So I will just cut this out, and I will slash this before placing it on another pattern. As you can see, I've placed it on a plain paper. So I will now spread it using the same 3 inches which I used for the front. So I will now separate it, and I'll pin it together, making sure that I have the 3 inches here. Okay, so now I'll pin it. So this is it. I've pinned it, making sure that it is 3 inches wide. Okay, so now I will just connect this point the same way I did for the front. And guys, please, I want to ask you for a favor. Please do not skip the ads, okay, on this video. All right, when you do, it means you're not encouraging us. Please and please watch the ads. That's the only way we can get a little encouragement from YouTube. So now the next thing to do is to now trace it, and then I'll cut it out. This is how it looks after cutting it out. Okay, and as you can see, it's already looking very beautiful. And like I said earlier, it is very easy to make. So this is the front and this is the back. So guys, that is it for today. Please subscribe if you have not, and don't forget to turn on the bell icon so that you get to know anytime we post or I post a new video. So guys, see you soon.